Hi friends, it's Anthony again. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Sorry for the clickbaity sounding title that I've had to use, but I think that it's technically accurate, and if you watch the whole video, you'll see that it is. Recently, I made a short video where I brought up that Aaron Smith-Levin mentioned Chris Shelton and some renewed drama between those two gentlemen, and I asked my viewers if they knew another perspective of the situation. And I tried to do some research, but I couldn't find anything. But a kind viewer sent me this message discussing what Chris Shelton posted on Facebook. And I'm no longer on Facebook, and that's a long, complicated story that I don't fully understand. But most things on Facebook I can't see, so that may have been why I couldn't see Chris's perspective that he posted. I'll have it up here on the screen. I'm not going to read all of it, but it does bring up some interesting thoughts. And I'll tell you that it doesn't matter what the area of interest or topic of conversation is. It doesn't have to be the post-Scientology world. People in groups get upset over petty things, although it's not necessarily petty in the eyes of everyone. And then people start blocking each other and taking sides over a situation. For instance, when I was on Facebook, I belonged to a number of groups and was Facebook friends with a number of people who discussed various topics concerning heraldry. That's the study of coat of arms. Now, if you think that rivalries in the ex-Scientology world are bitter between Chris Shelton and Aaron and the rest of the Aftermath Foundation, and between everyone in the post-Scientology world and Marty Rathbun, it pales to the conflicts that can arise in the world of heraldry. With people coming up with coats of arms that they've designed themselves, or ones that they believe that they're entitled to based on a family name, but not proving any actual descent from somebody that had historically been granted or used that particular coat of arms. Or people using similar designs that other people already had, or young people creating a new coat of arms by tracing over existing artwork that somebody else had created and who saw it on the internet. It seems petty, but for some people it's the focus of their life. And I remember an incident where the wife of one artist unfriended me with a message saying that since I was a friend of someone else who said something about the artist in question, her husband, that I was being unfriended. And I wasn't really Facebook friends with these people. I was just Facebook friends with them so that I could see the artwork that they created or the pictures that they found from other sources that they posted. It was just a way to learn more about the subject and share my knowledge with other people when heraldic questions arose within the public chat. And the whole spat, again, was over a young person tracing some of the artwork that this artist in question had done. Not for profit, just as an exercise to create a new coat of arms for their personal amusement. Okay, but most of you aren't interested in heraldry, and that's not the topic of this video. But let's think about the concept in this case of Chris blocking people, or at least not maintaining friend status with people who may appear on Aaron's channel. And obviously, that's Chris's right. And you might do the same thing if you were him. And certainly, if a guest on Aaron's channel criticized Chris Shelton, I could understand Chris not wanting to be connected to that person on social media in whatever way. But what if the person was Relatable Reese? And I'm assuming that she has not said anything negative about Chris Shelton. And let's say that she had something that Chris thought would be interesting to discuss. Should he forego having a conversation with her just because she does a lot of content with Aaron Smith-Levin? Again, it's not for us to decide. It's just some interesting things to think about, and it's up to these particular creators to decide who they want to associate with. But let me leave you with the thought. I watch a lot of things that Mitch Brisker puts up, as well as stuff that he does with Mark Headley. I think that Mitch has a unique perspective and a lot of very interesting stories about the multimedia aspect of Scientology's public and internal communications. Recently, he mentioned on his show that he was still willing to meet with Aaron when Aaron came out to Los Angeles or resume doing joint videos with Aaron, but it sounds like Aaron no longer reaches out to him, and that's likely because Mitch continues to do videos with Mark Headley. Now, obviously, that's Aaron's right not to want to continue doing videos with Mitch if he doesn't want to. But could one not say that Aaron is doing the same thing basically by no longer having Mitch on his channel that Chris Shelton has said recently by his statement that he's released to the public? By the way, I've not read Mitch Brisker's book. It does look very interesting, and I love the artwork on the cover. If you were so moved, why not check it out? And if you do read it, leave a comment about what you thought. I want to end now. This doesn't need to be a long video. From time to time, some of these issues between Aaron and Chris Shelton seem to fester up. But for the most part, current and former members of the Aftermath Foundation seem to have moved beyond the drama. I'm still getting messages from viewers who want to continue litigating that. My friends, it's over. It doesn't matter what happened or why it happened. It happened and it's over. Trying to assign blame or explain why the Scientology background of the individuals involved caused them to act in a certain way, either in their personal behavior or their votes on the board. But it doesn't matter. There's so much else in the world to worry about. This is a dead horse that there's no sense continuing to beat. It's a new year. Let's move on, folks. Thanks so much for giving me your time. I do appreciate it. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Even if you disagree with me, hit that like button to show that you appreciate the time that it took to create this. And if you have relevant thoughts on the situation, please leave them in the comment section. Thanks so much. I really do appreciate it.